Hey, it's Venom Cannon 13. Today we're going to do some modifications to the Glock. First, of course, we're going to check and make sure that it's unloaded. Take the mag out, empty mag. Nothing in the chamber. Okay, we're empty. Today what we're going to do is we're going to put in some modification parts. We are going to put in a custom slide cover plate. We are going to put in an extended slide stop lever, and we are going to put in an extended slide lock. So the extended slide lock will go here, and it'll make it easier to hold it down. The extended slide stop lever will stick out a little bit further this way, and that'll be easier to hit. And then we're going to replace the slide cover plate with a custom plate that you can order on the internet. Okay, so we're safe. So what we're going to do is break it down. Okay, point it in the safe direction, and they're going to take it down. Okay, so the first thing we'll do is we'll replace the slide lock, which is going to be here. And what we're going to do for that is, if you look closely here, you can see that there is a slide lock spring here, and what we're just going to do is push down on that, and the slide lock will basically almost fall out by itself. So if we press on that and just give a little tilt, and your slide lock will fall out. So we're going to put in an extended version, and this is the difference between the two. You can see it's not really that much longer, but once you put it in, you will notice a big difference in how easy it is to grab it and pull it down. Okay, so you'll notice that the back, there's a lip on the back. One side is smooth and one side has a lip, and this lip is going to go towards the back. Okay, so to put that back in, just going to put it in just a little bit and hold it. You're going to press down on the spring, and then you just slide it in, and you'll see that's how easy it is. And you'll see that there's a notch. It's kind of hard to see, but there is a notch on the bottom edge, and that's where the spring sits. So once you get this in position, that spring will go into that notch, and that will hold that. And that's all there is to it. And it's not really that much longer, but it makes a big difference in how easy it is to pull this down. Okay, so the next thing we'll do is we will replace the slide stop lever, and that's going to go right here. And you'll notice these two pins here. This bottom pin is what's going through this hole here, and this top pin is what is compressing this spring. So it's going to sit between, that spring is going to go between those two pins, and the bottom pin will go through here. So that's the larger of these pins. So we're going to knock that pin out, but we're only going to knock it out part of the way. You don't have to take it all the way out. This is real easy to do. So you can just use your board, and we're going to take our punch, and we're just going to tap that until it's part of the way out. Okay, and that's like that. So that pin is part of the way out, and you can see it through there, and we just want to take it enough that we can take the original part out. So we don't want to take it all the way out. And then once you do that, the original part will come right out. And so we'll look at the difference between the two. And here's the original, and here's the new one. So it's going to be a little bigger and it's going to stick out a little further. It'll be easier to hit that. So where that's going to go back is there's a slot here, and you're just going to slide that right in that slot. So we're just going to go right in that slot, just like that. Okay, and then if you look through, you'll be able to see, well, you're not going to be able to see on camera, but you can see it sliding into position there. And then we're just going to basically just push that pin back in. You can give it a little bit of a tap. Not much, and that's it. So there's our pin back, and you can see our new lever, and it's tested, and it's springy. So that's it. So that's number 2, super easy. And then for number 3, we're going to put in this custom back plate, which you can order, and that's going to replace right here. And so what we're going to do for that is this is your firing pin here, and there's a plastic tube around that, and that is called the pacer sleeve, and we're going to press down on that, and that's on a spring, and that's what is going to release this. And for this, I use my trusty chopstick. Just going to gently put that in there and pull down a little bit, and just like that, you're going to be able to release the slide cover plate. And here we can see our pacer sleeve here, and there's another spring-loaded part here, and that is called the extractor depressor, and that connects down into your extractor here. So we just want to make sure we don't lose that. So then we're just going to take our new piece, and you can see it has a depression in it, and that depression is what's going to the pacer sleeve is going to fit into. Alright, so in order to get that back, we're going to take our chopstick, and we're going to gently push down, push the pacer sleeve down, and then we're going to put this new slide cover plate on, and then we're going to also gently push down on the extractor depressor there, and just gently press down on those. And then once we do that, we can come around to the front. Once again, we'll pull down on that, and that will slide right in. And there we go. So that's it. So some real easy mods you can do. And then we want to put that back on. Make sure everything goes on. So now we have our new slide lock, our new slide stop lever, which is a little easier to hit now, and we have put in a custom slide cover plate. So we'll compare that to, we're going to do it again so you can see it again, and we'll compare that to one that's not modified yet. Of course, always drop the mag first. Do a safety check. Empty. Okay, we're safe there. So now let's take a look and see if we can see the difference between the two in a close-up. Here, this still has the original on, and you can see that this sticks out a little further. It's easier to hit, and it's, if you can get an angle view of the difference between the old slide stop, the old slide lock, and the new slide lock. Not much of a difference in measurement, a couple millimeters, but it makes a big difference when you're trying to do a takedown. So we'll take a closer look at the original versus the new. This is a little harder to grab. It doesn't stick out very far. Just that little bit of a difference makes this much easier to grab. Okay, so we're going to do it again. and we'll do that on the 9mm. And once again, it's a good idea to, this is the bag that one of these new parts came in, and I do like to label it, the Glock 22 original parts. It's always good to keep your original parts labeled so you know where they came from. So in case I needed to go back or what have you, so I want to put the original parts back in the bag, label it up, and I'll keep this with my other parts, and I'll always know exactly what these were, where they came from, and what they're for. So it's important to do that if you're going to do any mods. So once again, we'll do it again real quick so you can see it twice. We're going to do the same thing for this one. We're going to replace the slide cover plate. We're going to replace the slide lock, and we're going to replace the slide stop lever. So once again, we did a safety check. We'll do it again. Okay, safe weapon. All right. Pointed in a safe direction. Let's do a takedown. Okay, now first we'll replace this slide cover plate. So once again, we're going to take our trusty chopstick. We're going to press down on that pacer sleeve. And that's it. That'll allow us to take that off. We're going to replace it with a new one. I have the same pieces will fit both. Most of the parts for the Glock in general will fit most Glocks, no matter which one you have. So these are all the same parts going into the 22 and the 19. It's the same part. They'll fit. So again, we have our pacer sleeve, which is around the firing pin, and we have our extractor plunger. So we're going to gently push down, take our new piece, a new slide cover plate, line that up, press down on the extractor depressor plunger so that that's down, and then we're going to spin back around, use our chopstick, and bam, there it is. So real easy, super easy to do. So that's that. And then again, we have our same pin. This pin is called the trigger pin, and that's the one that is going to hold our new piece, our new slide stop lever. And then the spring is going to be compressed against this top pin here, which is called the locking block pin. So locking block pin and the trigger pin. So we're going to partially take out the trigger pin, and we'll do it the same way. We're going to use our case as something to work on, surface to work on, and we're going to gently take that part of the way out. Not all the way, just part of the way, and here. And then we can take out the old slide stop lever. We'll put the new one in. It's going to go in the same slot. You're doing the exact same thing. It just goes right in the slot. And there it is. So it's aligned with, the hole is aligned with the trigger pin, and the locking block pin is what's compressing that spring. So that's working. So we'll just put it back, give it a light tap to realign the pin, and that's it. There you go. Okay, and then lastly, we're going to replace the slide lock. Again, super easy. Take our little punch here, press down on the pin, the spring, and it basically falls right out. So there it is. And again, you want to make sure that this lip that you can feel, this edge, is facing towards the back. So it's going to face towards the back. So we're going to do it the same way. We're going to put it just partially in, and then you're going to press down on that spring, slide it in. The spring will catch in that notch, and there you go. That's it. So we've replaced the slide cover plate, we have replaced the slide lock, and we have replaced the slide stop lever. Once again, I put them in a bag. Which I've labeled Glock 19 original. So these are the original parts for the Glock 19. Again, you want to keep them separate should you ever have to put them back. Put that in there. Okay, so we've got our slide cover plate replaced, and then we're going to reassemble. Okay. Again, much easier to activate this, much easier to hold for takedown when you have the extended version. It really comes off. Easy to hold down, easy to get off. So, okay, so that's it. So we've replaced both. So there we go. We got our logo on there. I ordered those off the internet. They have a bunch of different ones you can choose from. And we're good to go. So, easy to do. Modifications. Once you do it a couple times, no problem. So I encourage you, if you're thinking about doing some stuff like that, really easy to do. Just get a good video and go for it. So this has been Cannon 13. Thanks again for watching. Thanks for Brendan for doing my video. And we'll see you next time.